Hello and welcome back to Eductainment today. We're continuing our deep dive into the Factories Act 1948, focusing on the important definitions of adult and child under the Act. These definitions might seem simple, but they play a crucial role in determining who can legally work in factories, what protections are offered, and what restrictions apply. If you're a factory worker, manager, student of labor law, or just someone curious about worker rights, this video will be both informative and engaging. Let's get started. First, let's talk about the definition of an adult under Section 2A of the Factories Act 1948. According to the Act, an adult is any individual who has attained the age of 18 years. Simple, right? But why is this distinction important? In factory settings, the age of the worker is crucial in determining what kinds of work they can perform, the hours they are allowed to work, and the legal protections they are entitled to. For example, adults can work full-time and are eligible for all labor rights concerning wages, working hours, and workplace safety. The Factories Act ensures that adults are given proper working conditions and are protected from any form of exploitation. But it doesn't stop there. The Act also has rules regarding who cannot work in certain factory settings, which brings us to the next category: children. Now let's talk about the definition of a child under Section 2C of the Act. A child is defined as someone who has not attained the age of 15. That's right, anyone under 15 years old is legally considered a child under the Factory Act. Why is this definition so significant? Well, in India, child labor is a major concern, and the Factories Act plays a key role in restricting it. The law makes it clear that children under the age of 15 are not allowed to work in factories. This protects them from hazardous environments and ensures that they focus on education and personal development rather than being forced into labor. Let's think about this for a second. Imagine a scenario where a 14-year-old child is employed to work long hours in a factory. Not only would this be physically and mentally harmful, but it would also rob the child of their right to education and a healthy childhood. The Factories Act steps in to prevent such situations, safeguarding the well-being of children. But what about individuals who are between the ages of 15 and 18? These individuals are classified as adolescents under the Factories Act. While adolescents are allowed to work under certain conditions, there are restrictions in place to ensure their safety. Adolescents can only be employed if they have a certificate of fitness from a qualified medical practitioner, certifying that they are physically capable of working. Even then, they are subject to special protections, such as limited working hours and a prohibition from working in dangerous or hazardous sections of factories. Now, you might be wondering, why are these definitions so crucial? The simple answer is worker protection. By clearly defining who qualifies as an adult and a child, the Factories Act helps to enforce labor laws that protect the most vulnerable segments of the population. Adults, as we've discussed, have the right to full-time employment and all legal protections that come with it. On the other hand, the Act's strict regulations on child labor ensure that children under 15 cannot be employed in factory environments. Adolescents, meanwhile, can work but only under strict safety and health regulations. In this way, the Act strikes a balance between allowing young individuals to gain work experience while still safeguarding their health and development. It's a critical aspect of labor law aimed at preventing exploitation and ensuring safe, fair working conditions for everyone. To sum it up, the Factories Act 1948 provides clear definitions of who qualifies as an adult and a child in the context of factory employment. An adult is anyone over 18, allowed to work full-time with all the rights and protections granted by the Act. A child, on the other hand, is someone under 15 who is strictly prohibited from factory work. Adolescents, those between 15 and 18, can work under specific conditions and only if their safety and well-being are assured. These definitions are vital in ensuring that labor laws are properly enforced protecting vulnerable groups from exploitation, and promoting safe working conditions across India's factories. Thank you for joining us on Eductainment today. We hope this video clarified the important definitions under the Factories Act 1948. If you found this information helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. Stay tuned for more insights into labor law, and we'll see you in the next video.